Kyria, if it makes you feel any better, one of the classes you can pick up, one of the gathering jobs you can get in this game is fisherman. And I have fished up so many fish.
That is probably how you're feeding the seals, yeah.
In the course of raising that to level.
Oh my! Hello, Raiders, welcome in. I'm Vady. I would pause, but I'm in the middle of a thing. Hello, bunnies. Welcome in, new friends. So I'm Vady. I am a variety streamer that primarily does Final Fantasy XIV these days. I raid on... sorry. Remembering what all I need to say. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday evenings. I raid on Wednesdays, although this week we're actually heading into the Chaotic, so that'll be fun. I have a brain somewhere. Oh, Wraith, or if I have another mod in chat, can you do a shout out for our raider and a link to the pronouns extension? Thank you, I appreciate you. You're so much more on top of everything than I am.
Although I have to ask, if I may.
Yes.
Katie, Art and Unknown, I assume that you got the name from Final Fantasy 15. One of the characters in 15 is named Arden.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Sono Calix.
Excellent.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm doing all right. Having a real chill day where I made absolutely no plans. So I'm hanging out with Wraith. One of my mods is in voice chat. You can tell. He's working on plot in ARR. And I am working on getting my ARR relic. Yeah, right. I I was thinking about streaming something else tonight, so I got my dailies and stuff out of the way earlier, and I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? I don't know. You did get it. He did get it from 15. They did. Sorry. I started 15, and I have not played more of it. I actually have been intending to play through all of the Final Fantasy games, like, from the beginning. I was in the middle of 2 when I got distracted by some things. I'll get back to that soon.
Yes, we do need to get you to
get back to
it,
it, yeah.
Which I know better, and I think are amazing. Like 15.
Yeah. You know, I really did enjoy the beginning of it. You did all of Coils of Bahamut? Nice. I have wanted to do that one, like, properly. Like, we went in at level 100 and one-shot everything, but I want to do it properly. How did it go? Streamed 15 ages ago? Nice. Yeah, see, that's what I did with it, but, like, I want to do a lot of them that I did on Sync, like, for real, because I think it's fun.
Speaking of fun, I think the Raiders would enjoy exactly what I am doing.
Oh, yes.
Thanks to actually an idea Beatty had. I am working on a new alt that I created to deliberately do all the side quests that I normally ignore as I go through the story, just to see how ridiculously over-leveled I get. So right now I am in level 36 MSQ content as a level 54 summoner.
I'm very curious to see what level you will be at when you finally finish ARR and then start Heavensward. It was your first time in Binding Coils? Nice. I did all of the raids, but I did all of them backwards. So Binding Coils was the last one that I did, but it was a lot of fun. And I enjoyed the story. Yeah, so Wraith is not doing any of your dailies, but you are doing Fates at least the first time they pop up, right?
I am doing Fates the first time they pop up. or at least until I complete them. If I get to them too late, they fail. And I am doing all of the optional dungeons once when I unlock them. Some of them I have unlocked and then waited a little bit so that I would be closer to having the skills that I'm supposed to have when I do that, just because I don't want to affect the experience of the randos who go into the
Right,
dungeons
because
with me.
Wraith is playing a
Because-
summoner, so some of the stuff is gated behind story.
Yeah, well, and there was one in particular where I should have been a summoner, but I hadn't gotten far enough in the story yet to do it, even though I had the level to play it. So I waited until I was a summoner to do it, just because that felt better to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if it was your first time in Binding Coils, are you going back and doing things later, or have you finished the game, or like where are you at? Because like I did that one well after I had finished everything, but I know some people do try to do things in order. Oh no, Kyrie, I am so sorry. Main is in the middle of Dawn Trail, but streaming it all from the beginning. Nice! I started streaming when I was... What, I think this character was maybe post-Heavensward when I started streaming it.
That sounds about right.
But I had already played through most of Stormblood before that, when I started streaming this character. And then I got to do all of the like post Stormblood stuff and Shadowbringers and Endwalker and Dawn Trail live for people. Oh right, I don't have that yet, that's why I can't use it. And since finishing, I've been doing things like I caught up with the story before Dawn Trail launched, so I started doing all of the raids and stuff for story. So I unlocked all of the old raids and alliance raids and whatnot after the fact.
And to go on with my just love of the way Ishgard handles their crusade. Karthus is no place for those who lack discipline and faith. You will perish, and in so doing may have endangered the crusade. Stephanot, I am a gal of light or whatever.
Yeah, the live reactions on stream, like, I'm not the most reactive person. I know there's, like, I watch other streamers sob their way through all of it, but, and I don't cry, but it was really, really fun to experience it, like, with people in chat there.
And it really helped in Endwalker.
It really helped in
Giving you
Endwalker.
bad pickup lines. To Ultima Thule.
It's fun to have people to chat with while I'm doing the fate grinding thing.
I also was lucky enough to have a friend in voice with me when I did Ultima Thule, although apparently I was driving them nuts because I kept predicting what was going to happen in a given area, like as soon as I got there before I could really have figured much out. But apparently I was. I'm very good at tropes and picking up on things like that.
Fortunately, I tend not to guess things out loud, so if I was doing that, nobody would know.
Yes. Yes. Okay, what else
Oh my god, purr snoring, amazing.
Whereas Ditto is headbutting my keyboard hand because she wants scritchies.
Well, yeah, how dare you
Fine.
not give them? This, like, I started working on it. Okay, technically I started working on it, like, right after I finished Endwalker. But it's what I do when I can't think of anything else to do. Like, I'm not really particularly invested in getting it done quickly or anything. But as a Bard main, I want to have all of the Bard relics. I do have... I'm working on Omni 100. Eventually I'll get there. But this is just kind of a task I do when I don't really feel like doing anything else, you know? Oh, right, I have to level sync. Yeah, I want to get, just the Bard relics, pretty sure. I high five for Bards. Lately I've been joking about I'm a Bard main in spite of evidence to the contrary, because when we've been raiding, I've mostly been, Paladin.
You are a very good paladin.
And I'm having fun learning the other tanks and other stuff like this, but, like, Bard is my main. It's what I use when I'm learning new content, it's what I use when I do the story, and it's actually my favorite. So we're going into the Chaotic on Wednesday. We've got a group with RFC, like a full 24 group. And I'm going to be Bard for that, and I'm really grateful, because I don't want to tank that. That is quite the speed run. I have the Endwalker relics for everything that I have that's post 90. Well, other than Viper, because that doesn't exist. But the Endwalker relics are really easy to get, so... Like, the relic weapons are really pretty, and if I'm gonna go through this, I'm gonna do it on my main. Also, the Bard weapons are pretty. Most of the time, I use the Hades bow, because I am very normal about Emet-Selk. But, you know, relic weapons, they're neat.
Oh, I should not have angered that many of them.
Good luck. So I have not been in Eureka yet. I kind of figure I'll probably do the relics in order, so I'll get there eventually. Unless one of my friends wants to drag me in. I'm sure I will be needing help with things at that point. I also want,
Okay.
every once in a while my friends show up and show off their mounts and other shit. I want the sphere. I don't remember if that's Eureka or Bozia, but I want it. Nice. That's awesome. Until the dawn. Yeah. I'm honestly kind of looking forward to doing a relic grind like when it's current. I hope it's more involved than the Endwalker ones. Like, the Endwalker ones are so easy to get. I'm not saying that I want to be doing all of this grinding, but I kind of hope it involves more, you know?
That reminds me, I still need to do more Hildebrand on my main.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do.
Dev doesn't become my main.
I feel like people have been saying that the relic should probably be with the next patch, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, this is my first time being at endgame, so I don't know.
No. No. Look at the supplies to sentries.
Yeah, I picked up the Bard relic when it was current. And it was just like, but even if it's the weird tomes, it's still just like buying things with tomes. Also, hi Lucifer, been a while. How are you? Well, it's good to see you.
Mutton any fresher would still be attached to the caracol's back.
Yeah, that's a mood. Oh yes, the gender command pulls from a list that I've got on my computer of just a bunch of things that we have put in there that we think are funny. So you can type exclamation point gender and get your gender for the day, or as many of them as you want. Really, you can redo it.
My
It's
favorite
not...
gender can also be gotten with this command, because yes, we made that a gender.
That is my favorite gender. Yes. I have, and you know, I add them pretty regularly. Like if somebody suggests one, I'm like, oh yeah, we'll add that.
Yeah, Sorcerer Rebel. I like that one too.
Yeah, there are multiple Emmett Selk related ones because I am very normal about Emmett Selk.
Well, yeah, everybody feels that way about Emmett Selk, don't they?
It's the normal way to feel, I'm told. I love that. That you finished the line out. So the gender list started, God, it was a while back. Somebody shared a list of 20 of them to like roll a d20 and get a random one, and we kept coming up with more than 20. So I was like, you know what? Let's just make it a command.
Yep.
Emmett Selk is my worst best friend, and he's an asshole, and I love him so much. First we did the original one, yes. But then we kept coming up with new things to add. Yes, I am an Emmett Selk enjoyer. He is my my worst best friend, and I love him. I am very normal about him, in that I'm pretty sure this is, in fact, the normal way to respond. Just based on my friends, it seems to be normal. Of course, I can't accuse my friends of being normal, but... Oh, I'm pretty sure Emmett Selk did a lot of things wrong. He did everything wrong, and I love him for it. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. That's the one that doesn't have a sound cue, so sometimes I miss it. That one and stretch, which I also sometimes miss. I will put sound cues on everything eventually. I appreciate it, because especially, like, when I am doing this and it's something that I just don't ever stop working on, sometimes I forget.
And there are others in the chat that need the reminder as well, so
This is true.
it is good for all of us.
I mean, who would want to be straight? We do have some token cisheads here.
Guilty.
We like you anyway.
I am told I am a good ally, so
You are.
I try.
But it is true that, like, most of my friend group is some manner of queer. I joke about if you hang around me too long, I might trans your gender, because for a long time my my friend group was predominantly female, and they're not anymore, and it's the same friends. Oh no, I'm so sorry. So no, that's ridiculous. That's, I mean, valid. I probably won't make you more trans. Although, I don't know, I might. I don't want to make any assumptions.
Speaking of getting called slurs, I was very amused last year on the light rail coming home from a Rockies game. I actually got called the F slur, and I was like, close, but you missed the mark, buddy. I, in fact, am not.
I genuinely loved, I had a friend that we were walking somewhere downtown and somebody shouted a slur at him. And he was just like, "You are correct," and kept going. And this guy didn't know what to say. Like, what do you do?
Sad thing is, I do not think fast enough on my feet to have actually said that to him. Instead, I was just kind of baffled.
Oh yeah, I'm never quick enough to come up with fun responses. But congrats, by the way, on switching to a different slur, I guess. I was going to do the victory emote, and then I forgot. But we've got to redeem for that.
I got you.
Thank you.
But I was going to say, I really do think that Arden's community is going to fit in well here.
It does seem like we might have some things in common.
Just a few.
You don't want to drop your gender around here. We've got some people around here that will pick it up. Some gender dragons, gender hoarders.
I was also thinking Laura. Kyrie.
Hmm. Well, and Amber likes to pick up extra gender sometimes.
True. Amber is just a dragon.
Yes.
Amber hoards everything. Friends, genders.
I mean, Kyrie, what is the point in being any kind of queer if you don't have those, hey, that should have been a sign stories?
Oh, we have a dice hoarder in here as well. That would be Thistles.
We definitely have, Fee's dice collection is incredible.
It is. Speaking of Fee, have you done your yearly spread out the dice collection and take a picture yet?
I don't have a hoard, but I do have a lot of fancy ones. Like, not like a ton, but certainly more than I did a few years ago.
That is very fair.
I cannot wait to see it this year, Fee. I know you got rid of the subscriptions. You probably haven't acquired quite as many, but...
Oh, that's a
Potion-shaped
so
dice?
many
Nice.
subscriptions I had to get rid of.
Fee had a monthly dice subscription for a while, and that was pretty amazing, frankly. I have played D&D a handful of times. Almost every campaign I get involved in fizzles out at some point. We will cut back to our current one because I want to, but...
We will. Yes.
Oh, hang on. Mostly because I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I mean, like, we all do, but, like, I enjoy my character for that one. I want to keep up with Alara's. Come on. Hi, Luna. Welcome in. We've got a whole bunch of people in chat tonight, so I almost missed you, but how have you been? You're doing next month's Rocky Horror Show? Amazing. No, not you. I am doing all right. I was having a day where I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, so I was like, I'm just going to go live in 14 and do whatever. And that's where we're at.
This quest text. Only Ishkard would have an actual Valley of Death, conveniently located nearby. A lady nobly born seeks an adventurer to walk in its shadow.
Amazing. I love that, Kyrie. But yes, for our new people, the campaign that I would very much like to get back to, we are all bards of some variety. Several of us are multi-classed, but the whole point of it was that I wanted to do a campaign of all bards, because I thought it was funny. So we have an Oops All Bards campaign. And my bard I made entirely based on aesthetic. He is a belly dancer who is ASMR but mostly looks like an elf with body glitter. He's amazing. Ilaris is extraordinarily gay. I would call him a slutty bard, but he's actually in a wholesome relationship with an NPC right now. It's hilarious. He is fabulous. He is almost always wearing very little, except for, like, flowy pant things, because belly dancer, in, like, white and gold and silver. He sparkles a lot. He's also kind of an ass. He's not very good at being friends.
But he's our ass. I, in that same campaign, play a Tabaxi, technically a bard, gunslinger. because as I believe Beatty said, I was kind of distracted. It is Oops All Bard, so I have to be a bard. But I have one level of bard. I play percussion with my tools, and I am a tinkerer gunslinger.
We decided that the best way for a character like that to be a bard would be to be like, have you ever seen the musical group Stomp that makes music with just stuff? It's the way that a tinkerer can turn into a musician, and I love it.